If you want to know the best armor sets in Black Myth Wukong, this video is for you. I've showcased every armor and its effects in a recent video and many of you guys supported it. I went back to it and fully tested each of these sets in NG+4, so ultimately I can give you my top 10 armor sets in the game to save you time and even your precious materials. Starting with my honorable mentions first, and the bronze battle robe surprisingly needs to be mentioned on this list. If you like to immobilize enemies and follow up with powerful attacks, you need to check out this set. A rare 4-piece set that can be upgraded to mythic. Its 2 set effects boost your damage by up to 20% when crashing an immobilized enemy, making those charge heavy attacks hits even harder. It's hard to notice this when using light attacks, but when enemies are getting crashed by charge heavies, you can see the bonus damage clearly. The 4 set effects are the meat of this set, cutting down your immobilized spell cooldown by 15 seconds each time you crash an enemy. In my setup, I managed to get immobilized down to 42 seconds cooldown, and when you crash an enemy, you are looking at 27 seconds cooldown. So you will be cycling through this spell frequently in combat. The best part is, since you can immobilize multiple targets in the game, each time you crash an enemy, you will be shaving off 15 seconds from its cooldown, permanently stun locking multiple enemies. The only downside is that the bronze arm guard's unique effect, which triggers a light attack finisher after triggering Evanescence, feels pretty useless due to its tricky timing for such low rewards. But if this is your thing, by all means enjoy it. This could be a better set. It's lowered down the damage mitigation further of an immobilized enemy, since most of the time you will be casting this a lot before you perform light attack combos at the start of battle. I was expecting a lot from the Gale Guard set, and it seems really great on paper but did not hit the mark for me. Another rare 4-piece set that can be upgraded to mythic, with a 2 set effects that grants only 15 focus per perfect dodge. This could be a good perk if it adds at least 50 focus points, but 15 focus points are pretty low in my opinion, granting that it takes skill to do multiple perfect dodges. The 4 set effect reduces cooldowns of all your spells by 1 second after a perfect dodge. The Gelgar Greaves unique effect restores 10 mana after 3 perfect dodges, not very rewarding for the effort in my opinion. While the mythic effect of this set shaves off another 1 second to spell cooldowns when performing perfect dodges, this could potentially be a great bonus effect. So when combined with the 4-piece set effect, we are seeing a 2-second cooldown per perfect dodge. If it shaves off at least 4 to 5 seconds, this could be better. This armor is a bit confusing with regards to the mythic bonus, as the description changed in the last update. Before the patch, it says that it extends the duration of iframes. However, after the patch, it is now said that it reduces the duration of iframes. I think we are just having another mistranslation here. This armor is decent but nothing too OP. If it just nailed the points that I mentioned, it could be higher on this list. Coming in at top 10, the Venomous Sting set is an epic set that can be upgraded to mythic, and a 4-piece set with a 2 set effects that grants a massive 100 focus points every time you take a medicine. You can consume multiple medicines before or during a fight, so you will be gaining an easy level 3 charge attack at the start of battle or during the battle. The 4 set effects boost were buffed in the recent update, and the duration of those medicinal effects by 25%. I tested this, and the longevity decoction now lasts for about 2 minutes and 35 seconds, while the amplification pellets and the others last around 1 minute and 45 seconds, which is pretty huge and most of the time can last for the entire fight. On top of that, the Venomous Insect armor increases all poison inflicting attacks by 15, adding even more to your poison build's punch. Just be mindful that using medicine in this game feels a little bit clunky, since there is no Q mechanic in Black Myth Wukong like the other staple Souls-like titles, so be ready for some awkward moments during tight fights. After multiple tests, I felt that the buff effect of this armor can be a helpful thing. For a jack of all trades build, you can bank on long-lasting buffs like damage reduction or additional attack, and this set will find its way for a handful of players out there, making it worthy for its spot. The Ochre set is a 3-piece epic armor set that can be upgraded to mythic like the others. Its 3 set effects bonus grants your decoys a solid damage reduction of 20%, which can help a ton especially in early new game cycles. However, the set effects description must be mistranslated, not specifying that the special clone effects only affect clones produced by a Pluck of Many spell, and the perfect dodge decoy and the cloud step decoy will not be buffed by the sand protection. Not only that, the decoy that you produce after performing a focus charge level 4 will not be buffed as well, but still a good bonus in my opinion, and this goes for the mythic set effect bonus. The Ochre Arm Guard's unique effect increases your critical hit chance after consuming a focus point, so you are looking looking at 24% crit boost if you perform a level 4 charge attack that lasts for 8 seconds. I always see clones as an overpowered ability, especially in Souls-like games. Although I'm not using this ability personally, I see that it can offer value to many players out there. Plus, you can easily gain focus points when clones are active, and the additional critical chance buff after the charge attacks is a good bonus, making it worthy for the top 9 spot. The Iron set is all about maximizing focus with deflection, and it is one of my favorites lately. A legendary 4-piece armor set that can be upgraded to Mythic with a 2 set effects that boost your focus gain by 50 points after successfully deflecting attacks with Rock Solid. I will provide a bonus of 50 focus on top of the Nick of Time upgrade, so when successfully deflecting an attack, it will grant the user 125 focus points, and that's a lot. But the main banger is the 4 set effect bonus, which cuts the Rock Solid's cooldown by 5 seconds per deflection, which is a lot. The Rock Solid only costs 30 mana points, and if equipped with Tridacna and Mother of Flaming Spirit, you are looking at 9 seconds cooldown for the spell, but thanks to the 4 set effects, another 5 seconds will be reduced, granting a staggering 4 seconds cooldown. The Iron Gauntlet's unique effect further increases damage by 15% after a deflection, which is a good bonus, and it's nothing fancy since it only lasts for 3 seconds and was only designed to increase the damage of the upper hand upgrade. A surprisingly good armor set worthy for its spot, as this set will make Rock Solid reach the next level by having faster access to the spell and potentially stun enemies frequently while also charging your focus gauge in the process. Light attack animations can be cancelled anytime as well when using the Rock Solid spell. The Centipede set takes it way further, especially for poison lovers. A 5-piece armor set since the Venomous Arm Guard is part of the set, and it is highly suggested to use it instead of regular Centipede Arm Guards so you can inflict Poison Bane when dealing with critical hits. The Centipede 2 set's effects massively reduce the continuous damage received from Poison State, and a key effect of making the whole build work. The 4 set effects increases attack by 20% when poisoned, and when paired with the Centipede Armor's unique effect, it will provide you a 10% attack boost after defeating enemies, so you will be enjoying a total of 30% bonus damage, useful for general exploration. Running a Spellbinder quick chance setup can burst bosses with high damaging attacks and damage over time from poison, making it one of the ideal builds when dealing high damage per second. Worthy to be in the top 7 spot. The Heaven's Equal set is a good general set for many. A mythical set that gives you a flat 80% critical chance when all of the pieces are equipped, including the Jingu Bang. Its 3 set effect boosts your crit chance by 8% when casting a spell that lasts for 10 seconds, bringing your overall critical chance by 26%. With the right setup, the critical chance can go up to 70%, which is totally high. Since your critical chance is high enough, it helps you reduce your spell cooldowns thanks to its 5 set effect bonus. It shaves 1 second up per critical hit, which is noticeable if you will use the staff mobile spin. However, this could be great if the reduced cooldown is around 2 seconds at least. Another thing is the 5-piece set bonus secretly unlocks the Wukong stance, and to be honest, I am not a fan of this stance as its animation is a bit longer to execute and I prefer regular stances. Not to mention this only lasts for 60 seconds and I don't find it overpowered or anything. Overall, a good general set, and if you love the Wukong stance, it is easily the best armor set for you while giving you good stat bonuses as well. This set could be higher on the list if the Wukong stance hits an absolute truck, but it's fairly balanced and I see it more for style points anyways in my opinion. If this guide is providing you value so far, subscribing to the channel, liking the video, and engaging in the comments helps me a lot and I appreciate your support. The Bull King armor set is all about tanking hits while dishing out damage. A 4-piece mythic set and one of the popular sets for many. This set 2 set effects grants 10% damage that lasts for 5 seconds after receiving a damage. It may seem not a lot, but trust me, it adds up when you are receiving damage, especially if you have 700 plus defense. While the 4 set effects gives you tenacity when above half of your health, and the description was mistranslated as you can see. The tenacity buff is an hyper armor basically if you do play from subtitles, making the user avoid getting flinched when receiving attacks. Since you can have this ability, you can just manually charge your stamp when inside the ring of fire spell and unload charge heavies to targets consistently. But the icing on the cake is the Bull King Max unique effect. It grants moderate focus upon taking damage. This effect grants 30 focus points when tenacity is active, while 10 focus if it's not. Because of your high defense and hyper armor, tanking regular attacks can be fun and your focus gauge can easily reach the highest peak when dealing with multiple targets. This is very useful as this set can face face rolling enemy attacks and can mitigate damage with the right setup. This set grants you the ability to gain focus much faster while charging manually or doing stab combos as you receive attacks in exchange. This armor can be a strong option for those players who are looking for the tanking experience, granting additional defense and tenacity while receiving blows and also gaining focus in the process. With my current setup, raw defense is at 770 while having 247 attack when the Dark Iron Staff is equipped. Overall, a solid armor worthy of the top 5 spot. The original Wukong armor is a non-mythic set that can't be upgraded. Its 4-piece set effect increases your defense by 24 points for each Great Sage talent awakened. By NG+4, you will be rocking with high defense with insane attack boost, making the original Wukong armor the highest defense boosting set in the game. You can use it in Spellbinder setup or regular gameplay with spells, as it will perform as a good general set for many players. If you are in NG+, you will see the Bull Kings as a better choice than the original Wukong armor, but if you are finally at NG+4, the Wukong armor surpasses the Bull Kings defense by a mile. In my setup, I can go as much as 902 defense, and also the attack goes higher as well since you do have more defense thanks to the Dark Iron Staff. With the Taoist buff in the Spellbinder setup, the raw attack stat can go up to 465, but the big caveat is you will lose the tenacity effect that the Bull Kings provide, so you will have to dodge normally. But you will be durable against attacks, but you need to play normally and can face roll attacks. The majority of players at NG+4 will use this set because of its immense attack and defense, but in early NG cycles, its value will not be fully recognized. For high risk, high reward gameplay, look no further than the Yaksha Outrage set. It is undoubtedly one of the best sets in the game, giving the user immense power even when using regular setups, but the caveat is that it will require the user to get good while wearing this set. Its 2 set effects increases the damage of Pillar Stance, Whipping Gale, and Churning Gale by 20%. Although I don't use this much, players who main Pillar Stance will find this effect beneficial. The 4 set effects makes the Yaksha a powerhouse by boosting the overall damage by 25%, but reduces your defense by 30%. Plus, when your health is low, you will get a plus 15 attack points thanks to the Yaksha mask unique effect. Personally, I love this set a lot, not because it is one of the best looking sets in the game. As a no damage runner in the past and also loves to maximize my damage outside of one shot or burst builds, this set is the way to go and it is worthy of the top 3 spot. Many of you love the Pilgrim set and there is no doubt that it is one of the best sets in the game, especially if you're a fan of one shot or burst setups. A 4-piece set that can be upgraded to mythical and also the first set that you will be getting in the game. Its 2 set effects increases your sprint speed by 10%, helpful when mapping areas or farming rare curios or when farming currencies or when leveling up. The 4 set effects makes it special and slowly turns this set into a powerhouse by increasing attack when sprinting by 10% each second. The attack boost can go as high as 100% and it caps out after 10 seconds. Pilgrim's headgear bonus allows the user to consume gourd charges while sprinting, and overall a good bonus effect since the majority of tactics using Pilgrim will require gourd usage while running. It works well with the Pilgrim's mythic bonus, which grants the user free 12 focus per second while sprinting. This set is ideal not just in boss fights but also in exploration, since the movement speed is a big perk and can potentially fast clear trash mobs because of the running attack bonus. A monster set that is worthy of the top 2 spot and can easily be tagged as one of the strongest sets in the game. After testing all the sets in the game for hours, the golden set can easily be the most powerful set in Black Myth Wukong. A 4-piece legendary armor that can be upgraded to mythic with a 2 set effect that boosts attacks by 15% for 20 seconds after using a spirit skill or vessel. The golden set's 4 set effects allows the user to generate 3 chi for spirits and 5 chi for vessels in every critical hit that the user will be dealing with. Additionally, the golden mask generates a whopping 100 focus points when using spirit skills and after reverting back to the normal form. This set is simply effective and fun to play. It provides a dynamic gameplay as you will have constant access to spirits and you will not only take advantage of their special effects in battle, since you are using the mobile spin to recharge your chi, you will always find yourself having level 3 or 4 charge heavies to unload if used correctly. Especially if you are using low cost spirits, you will be gaining frequent attack buffs and focus boost. Another good strategy is stun locking enemies with the use of Immobilize, a Pramana Bat, and Plantain Fan. Since generating chi is a cakewalk for this set, you can cycle through and manage these crowd control abilities and potentially stun locking bosses to death. Now it is easy to say that Hey Samurai, the Pilgrim set or the Yaksha set is hitting higher damage numbers compared to the Golden set. This is correct, however, not everyone is willing to set up a Pilgrim one-shot build or burst setup or even use the Yaksha because of its reduced damage reduction, while the Golden set can lay waste without higher skill requirements and let the user enjoy its full potential. Seeing those bosses that can fight back feels almost cheating, especially for veteran Souls players like me. As a general user, you will see the original Wukong armor easily the best choice if you choose to play in NG+4, while the bulking set for lower NG cycles. Either way, there are setups for everyone. But if you want to know the fastest way to level up or know the best spirits in the game, head to these videos and I will catch you on the next one.